Hey there, it's time for Sonic Chaos, another Game Gear title, and the first one that doesn't try and stick with the numbers. Sonic 1, yeah, it was similar, so I guess it was deserving of the title. Then Sonic 2 was way too different, so I can understand why starting with this one that they changed the name. Well, there's two names actually. I'm playing the American version, so it's Sonic Chaos. In other regions, it's Sonic and Tails. Also, it's the first game where you can play as someone who isn't Sonic. Another interesting thing about this game is that the Super Pilot is back from Sonic CD. For being named after the color turquoise, this tail doesn't feature a lot of it. Also, one big thing I should note is that the second half of this playthrough is going to be going through the levels very quickly, since not having to get the Chaos Emeralds doesn't give me much of a reason to stay in the levels for a long time. Also, as seen by the new orders I have, I'm actually trying harder with the editing. No more white background, which was just a notepad I had open in the background. Couldn't really think of anything else with raw video to record it with, and well, Kega, I tried recording before in full screen, but for some reason it doesn't want to work for me. So the main reason the levels are going to be taking longer in this first half is the Chaos Emeralds in this. It's not get 50 rings and then a giant one at the end. It's not find hidden rings in the walls. It's collect 100 rings and you will automatically be teleported. So, also, there's a lot of different types of special stages instead of an exact one. For example, here's one that is in the sky, and it feels more like a bonus stage than a special stage with how many rings you get. It's also the easiest, as expected, of course. Something weird, I think, this and the next one does for the Game Gear titles is that they only do 5 Chaos Emeralds to collect. They give Robotnik the last one for whatever reason. The fact the Game Gear games only have 6 emeralds already lowers the amount, so I don't know why they felt it necessary to lower the actual ones you need to collect to 5. Also, something about the scores in this game. The tallying at the end always includes a speed bonus. Well, at least the normal levels. I'm also cutting out any failures so that it doesn't take as long just to get through the game in general via the video. Because I want to make sure I can actually get the Chaos Emeralds. There'll definitely be a lot of cuts in the second part, because some of the bosses, they're not fun. So these levels, they seem to be obsessed with springs. So obsessed that it seems more so than Sonic CD. There are just springs everywhere. Why are they everywhere? Did they really not think of anything else to do for the level design? It's kind of hard to just commentate over Green Hill Clone. Had more to say before, but there just isn't really anything to say about this. There's Buzz Bomber clones, there's Motobug clones that have springs on them. Now for the second kind of special stage, which... I mean, there's two of them like this, but they're not exactly the same. This one's vertical focused, while the other one like this is horizontal focused. Something else interesting about these is that they seem less special stage dimension-like, which most of the games do. Like, this stage, the first one, and the horizontal-based one later, all use this same, rather normal-looking level design. Like, as if it wasn't for a special stage design. And again, they could have just been doing a design that doesn't look like what we've seen so far at the special stages. They love the springs so much. It is literally a spring object. Now, so for whatever reason, they decided to make it that completing a special stage doesn't take you back to the stage you were in before. It just sends you to the next one. Bosses, they're just as expected with how they play in Game Gear games. You get no rings. I suppose that's one way to give them more difficulty, but this boss, I fail to even call it a boss. It's... how's this a boss? It's just a giant version of one of those Motobugs. Well, while Green Hill Clone wasn't that interesting, at least the next one is original. It's Gigopolis. Or, as I prefer the Master System age, Gigalopolis. I also prefer the Game Gear's version of music. Now, apparently, pretty much every Game Gear Sonic game takes place on South Island for some reason. And due to the night sky and slight construction look, maybe this is supposed to be a neighbor of Starlight Zone. I could be wrong, though. It's just fun trying to think about where these could be on South Island in relation to other places. We have one of the two tube maze stages, which for some reason spam the invincibility monitor in front of every pipe, as if that's what they wanted the stage music to be. Well, then that just makes me question, why didn't they set the music that plays when you start the stage to be the invincibility music then? I don't know. This version of the special stage looks a bit more, well, special stage-like with the crystals everywhere. However, it also just kind of makes me think of Labyrinth Zone from Game Gear Sonic 1. I can't tell or not, but it looks like the continues might max out at 4. You might be able to hear by game audio if I made any cuts. The only reason I would have loaded a state here is because I actually landed on a set of spikes. The stage in general seems to be a bit more spike heavy than most. So I don't understand what's with that mechanic, just like a skewed bridge that you can only cross if you're going fast. I guess it could be interesting, but from what I played, they don't really seem to be necessary. Also, while the spin dash is finally added, you can just go full speed with 1 rev. Yeah, this one I cut a few times just because I kept messing up that first rocket. I don't know how, but I just did. And one time I made it to the end, except I was just a little too far under the final platform, and so I had to restart again. Also, another CD-related thing, other than the peel-out, is the clock monitors, which were an unused thing in Sonic CD. That's already 4 out of 5 emeralds. I feel like I shouldn't be getting such a big time bonus. I didn't have that much extra time. I noticed that for some reason that Sonic likes to get stuck in as a ball sometimes, and he just rolls across the ground for some reason. Also, a rather pathetic boss returned for Knuckles' Mirage Saloon. Yeah, it's also in Sonic and Tails and the rest of the characters' version of Act 1, but it's specifically the same for Knuckles. Well, that's the end of this part. If you liked it, thanks. And if you want to watch another one, I've got plenty of videos. Don't know how much you like them though, since I didn't start doing things like talking until recently. See you later.